What's going on, baby? I'm Slick Cactus, and today we're going over a brand new weapon introduced into Destiny 2 with Season of the Splicer, and this thing is one of a kind. Like, seriously, there is nothing within the entire history of Destiny 2 that even comes close to what this weapon can do. And because of that, it is absolutely one of the most desirable weapons out of this entire season. And so, let's get started. Now, the weapon I'm talking about is the Ignition Code, legendary kinetic special grenade launcher. And right off the bat, that fact right there, that it is kinetic, is a huge boost to this weapon's uniqueness and frankly its desirability, simply because this is the only kinetic special grenade launcher that's not sunset in the game right now. I think one of the only other ones was, off the top of my head, the Militia's Birthright, which was the Nightfall exclusive weapon from the Lake of Shadows way back in the day. And that's actually really important, the fact that this is kinetic, simply because it opens up so many different build possibilities. One of the most powerful mods I've ever seen is a new seasonal mod for Season of the Splicer, Breach and Clear. And what that mod does is when you shoot a boss or a champion with a grenade launcher or break a shield with a grenade launcher, it inflicts a 30% damage debuff on that target. So you shoot a boss with the Ignition Code with that mod on, you basically shot them with a tether. That is unbelievably powerful. And so having access to a kinetic special grenade launcher finally means that you can use any number of really powerful primary energy weapons. Your potential build possibilities are so much greater, whereas before you pretty much always had to use a kinetic primary. So that already is really in the Ignition Code's favor for being desirable. But the unique factor, the one-of-the-kind factor, the thing that no other grenade launcher in the entire game has ever had is a perk. And that perk is Slideshot. So sliding partially reloads this weapon's magazine and temporarily boosts range and stability. So why am I freaking out over this perk on a GL? I mean, it's present on shotguns all the time. It's one of the better shotgun perks, especially for PvP. It's present on hand cannons and so on. What makes it so special with a grenade launcher? Well, it turns out that when you only have one round in the magazine, partially reloading really means completely reload, because as you can see right here, you simply slide and it automatically reloads your grenade. So you just shoot again, slide, shoot, and if you get used to this, that play pattern means that you can unleash a rate of fire with a grenade launcher that we really haven't seen since auto-loading was a thing. Now, for you new Destiny players, way back in the day, stuff like a Lunafaction Well or a Titan Rally Barricade didn't just increase your reload speed, it automatically put rounds into your magazine without having to do a reload animation. And what that meant is that certain grenade launchers, specifically the Mountaintop, did an unbelievable amount of damage, because you could literally stand there in a Lunafaction Well and just go with a grenade launcher, mind you. So it was completely busted. Bungie reversed that, and now we have the state of the game that we are playing in right now. But Slideshot gives you a hint, gives you a taste of that old meta, because you're just unleashing so many more grenade shots than you otherwise could. To even come close, you would need to have like double grenade launcher reload mods on and be standing in a Lunafaction Well, or replace Slideshot with a reload increasing perk, maybe something like Feeding Frenzy, and get a few kills. Like, you would really need to stack reload as high as humanly possible to come close to the rate of fire that you're capable of getting with Slideshot. And just that fact alone makes Slideshot so dang good, because think about what I just said there. If you're using grenade reloader mods, those cost 4 energy. So if you're using 2, that's 8 of your 10 energy right there. So you can't even use a full stat increasing mod. You can't even use a discipline mod. And you definitely can't use something like an intellect mod. So you're giving up and potentially more abilities just to achieve anywhere near close of a rate of fire. So using Slideshot completely negates the need to use any sort of grenade launcher reloader perks. It handles the reload completely on its own. But if all of that wasn't cool enough, due to the nature of sliding, you can use a few things to abuse this mechanic and get an even higher rate of fire. So, first off, if you're on Warlock and you're using specifically the transversive steps, this increases your movement speed, and also sprinting is going to reload your weapon. So what you can actually do is what you see right here. One slide means that you can shoot out 2 rounds. So every slide you're going pop pop with 2 different rounds, which could again increase your reload speed, increase your damage output even further. But you can also be on a Titan, specifically if you're a Behemoth Titan and you have the Cryoclasm aspect, that is going to increase your slide distance significantly. And you can do the same trick with that. 1 slide means 2 round shot. In fact, if you time it absolutely perfectly, what you can do is what you see right here. You can shoot 3 shots. 3 grenade launcher shots in 1 slide animation. Holy crap. But importantly, that's all just taking this to the next level. You don't need to do this. You can run whatever you want. And again, just the ability to slide, shoot, slide, shoot, slide, shoot with this kind of grenade launcher is very, very good. And it becomes even better when we look at some of the other perks this gun is capable of getting. So let's do that right now. So, obviously, I think the must-have perk here is Slideshot, even though there are some other good perks in this first slot. Ambitious Assassin is fantastic with grenade launchers, even something like Field Prep for more ammunition, Quick Draw is great in PvP, but Slideshot is the one-of-a-kind perk. It's super powerful. It lets you do things that other grenade launchers can't do. Other grenade launchers can get Ambitious Assassin. They can't get Slideshot. And I think on that same vein, you really want spike grenades to increase the damage for a direct hit. You need something to make the most of this incredible rate of fire, and spike grenades increasing your damage exponentially if you're sliding around and shooting a boss is great. Then in that second slot, man, we have Vorpal Weapon. Like I just said, you want to increase your damage output against bosses even more? Vorpal Weapon is going to do that, and the combination of Vorpal plus Slideshot plus spike grenades, that is going to give that shades of Mountaintop with unlimited reloads. Like, it's going to come pretty close to that. We also have Demolitionist, which is what I have on my roll. That is fantastic. It's going to let you also throw grenades and instantly reload your magazine. So you can slide, get a double shot with the transversives, throw a grenade, get another shot off for just an incredible amount of burst DPS. And One for All isn't bad either. Just get a double kill and then maybe a single kill, and then suddenly you're doing 35% more damage for 10 seconds. Frenzy is pretty good as well. Simply deal damage and be taking damage for around 10 to 12 seconds, and then you get a 15% damage increase for quite a while. We have a brand new one, Danger Zone, increases the blast radius when you're surrounded. That could be good. And then we have Thresh to increase your super energy. To be honest, all of these perks in that final column are good. You really just need Slideshot plus spike grenades, and you've got an unbelievable roll. And quite frankly, ever since I got my roll, I've been running it non-stop in activities like Override. I use my Slideshot ignition code, then I use kind of whatever energy primary I want depending on what bounties I have, and then I use Anarchy. Combine that with the Breach and Clear mod, any boss is insta-melted. Any champion. Like, you don't need champion, anti-champion mods because you melt them so darn fast. It is genuinely one of the most powerful builds you can put together in PvE right now, and a Slideshot ignition code, I think the power of that weapon is going to go far beyond this season too, and we may not see Slideshot added to other grenade launchers for a very long time. It is a super unique combination. And so guys, that is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.